And I guess on that note, we'll go on to, is it Noel?
Yeah.
How you doing, Noel?
Oh, pretty good. I listen to you guys every once in a while, and just to let you know, I do feel I am a Christian, but I do have one question. What's in it for me to be an atheist? What do you offer an individual as an atheist?
What's in it for you to be a Christian?
Well, the promise is eternal life.
Well, I can make all kinds of promises. What I guess I'd say the benefit for here of being an atheist is that I'm not going to make false promises to you. Nobody is. There's no official governing body for atheists. Actually, Dr. Stenger, in the last chapter of your book, you talk about living a life free of God and what benefits.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you're not dancing on the end of some kind of strings. You're not letting your life be governed by rules that don't make any sense just because they happen to be the teachings of a particular sect that you belong to. You certainly save on money. You don't have to donate to your church, but that's of course a minor thing. Yeah, basically you're free. You're open. You should read. There's a wonderful statement by Robert Ingersoll about how he. I wish I could recite it by rote, but I can't. You might look it up. He says, "What if when I realized that the universe was natural, it was a great. The chains just fell off me, and I was so thankful to all those people who made it possible for me to be able to live free of these terrible restrictions."
Well, to me, religion is a matter of perspective. You either look out the window and you see God everywhere, or you see God nowhere. And obviously, you've got nowhere. But so I wouldn't even try to waste my time convince you of otherwise. But it does sort of disappoint me that all three of you guys, which you seem to be fairly intelligent people, want to limit yourself so much. To limit yourself to what there is right now and nothing else. Because I think there's a lot of the things out there that we just don't know.
How are we limiting ourselves? I mean, I'm limiting myself in saying that I'm not going to believe things until there's sufficient justification to believe it. And what you've apparently done, I could say from my point of view, is you've accepted one person's snake oil and rejected other people's snake oil, and I don't see any grounds for that type of thing. I mean, I was a fundamentalist Christian up until this
No, I'm not a
century.
fundamentalist. I'm an Episcopalian.
I'm just using that as an example. I don't know what your particular beliefs are, but as somebody who professes to be a Christian, you seem to have accepted something, hopefully for a good reason. I'm all in favor of everybody believing things for very good reasons, and not believing things when the reason isn't good enough.
I think my perspective is a good enough reason. Like I said, when I look at nature, God is there.
Okay, and what good does that do for you to look at nature and see something that you call God?
Well, you're really
It supports my position.
you're arguing from a point of ignorance when you say that God is there. Where did you see God? Where's the evidence?
I mean, many things
you're just claiming that God's there. Where's God?
Many
Provide
things
me
that
the
we
evidence,
see.
and I'll believe it.
Many things that we see have a natural explanation. We can see biology controls how things,
I don't
burn,
know.
live, and
I
die.
guess it's
Physics control planets moving and stuff like that. So I don't see God in any of that. I see physics and biology and chemistry and so on.
I don't know. When you look at life on a molecular level, you look at it and you say, how could this come to itself by itself? And I just think that's an impossibility. When you look at time and space,
So basically, because you
existence outside time and
But
space.
look, no. But you see, I don't know what particular expertise you have, but if a biologist looks at the molecular level, he sees evolution. If a physicist or a cosmologist looks at the cosmos, he sees a natural universe that has no evidence for God. That's what my whole book is about.
Yeah, it's on the basic level,
None
but
of
when
this
you
is
go
evidence.
beyond the basic
you're,
level-
You're just you're operating from a position of not being looking at the evidence, not being
Now,
aware of it.
again, I say it's all in perspective.
It's not a
Allow
matter
us
of
to-
perspective. Science is a factual study. It's based on taking the data and asking and fitting models to the data, and these models work. We now have models that in biology and in physics and in cosmology that explain everything that we've observed in terms of material processes. What else do you need?
Hello, am I still in the air?
Yeah, I had to put you on hold. There's a problem with the microphones where you can't hear each other talk.
Yes.
Again, it's a matter of perspective. You look at it.
I'm gonna let you go on that
Talking in
note.
circles because it's not a matter of
Yeah,
perspective.
because
It's a matter of fact.
the matter of perspective is some of us care whether or not our beliefs are true, and other people just would choose to believe things that are comfortable and comforting.